Hey everyone, it is Sunday night. I hope everyone has had a great weekend. Wanted to get on here right quick and announce some changes that are fixing to take place at Wendy's Bridal Boutique and Carried Away Creations. So just wanted to kind of give everybody a heads up at one time. I wanted to go live with this, but if I would have went live, if I would have read comments, I probably would have started crying. So I'm having to do this by pre-recorded video and posting a video so I won't squall in front of everybody, because y'all know I cry at the drop of a hat anyway. So anyway, last Monday, October the 12th, marked the 13th year of me coming in and transitioning what was Faye's Wedding Bells, which was my mom's shop, into Wendy's Bridal Boutique and Carried Away Creations. It has been an amazing 13 years. It has been a ride. I've met strangers who've become customers, who've become friends, who've become family. It's just one big, huge family to me. And it has been an honor to have been a part of every single event, every memory that's permanently in time now for everyone that has been a customer of mine. I thank you. I appreciate you. You'll never know how much. But there comes a point in time in our lives when there's time for a season change, and that time is now. Even if the change is only temporarily, it's just sometimes it's time. 5 years ago, I felt like God was telling me that it was time to get out of the dress part, and I wouldn't listen. And this is my comfort zone. This is what I'm used to. This is my element. I can tell you about a dress. This is just what I know. It was what I was raised up in, and this is me. This is part of Wendy. So I didn't want to leave. I have too many friends, and I just did not want to leave, and I didn't. So I stayed. Past 5 years have not been the greatest of rides, but it's been bumpy. But He's always provided, and I've always come through like I needed to. If you are my friend on Facebook, on my personal page, you know that I went to the Homestead Miami NASCAR race last November in Homestead, Miami, Florida. Road trips are my absolute favorite. It's my time to be alone. It's my time to think. It's my time to pray, to spend a long time with God. It's my time to listen to praise and worship music and listening to pastors preach some awesome sermons that I miss. One of those pastors is Pastor Stephen Furtick and his wife, Pastor Holly Furtick of Elevation Church in Charlotte. I mean, come on, it's right outside of Mooresville where NASCAR Epicenter is, so yeah. Anyway, I've always used him as the pastor that, he doesn't just step on my toes, because it's beyond that. He went beyond using a hammer on my toes, and he uses a pure anvil. I mean, the big 100-pound, whatever, how much it weighs, anvil. He picks that thing up and he just beats my toes with it, because he steps on my toes so much. And he has spoken so many words to me that just are in line with what I already knew. And I mean, even to the point of one time recently, he was preaching a sermon that caught my attention that a pastor had spoken in my life before. And when he mentioned Moses, I'm like, God, don't you do that. Don't you let him talk about Moses. Don't you let him talk about Moses in Exodus. And he brought it up immediately. I knew that sermon was for me, because you remember when I went to Denham Springs, Louisiana, the Bible I found was preaching on Moses, and it came out of Exodus, and that's what he preached on, so I knew it was for me. So anyway, when I got back from Homestead, Miami, that Wednesday, I went to the back room. When I opened the door at the shop, I immediately locked it back, went to the back room at the shop, and I prayed and I cried and I prayed for direction on what was supposed to happen with the shop, with the dress part. And, you know, I'm a country bumpkin. I was raised on the farm. God speaks to me in simple layman terms sometimes, and I'm back here praying about dresses, and that still small voice says, do you keep putting fertilizer on something that's dead? Nope. Every farmer knows if something's dead, it does not matter how much fertilizer you put on it. It's never going to come back to life. It's never going to amount to anything. You're just going to be wasting the fertilizer, which is like my shop. No matter how much money I spend on the dress part of the shop, that season, that chapter's closed or is closing. No matter how much I spend on the dresses, no matter how much stock I get in, God basically started closing that chapter of my life 5 years ago, and I wouldn't listen. So here we are today, and it's just, God had to speak to me. I was raised on a farm, so God had to bring it to me and break it down just simple. And He got my attention with it because fertilizer's like money. So it's one of those things that I knew that was a word, and I've battled with it since last November, and it's just time to do changes and to do something different. So, check out my notes. So this is my official announcement of me getting out of the in-stock dress business, the dress side of the business, whether it be in-stock merchandise. I'm going to be downsizing the dress side of the business a lot, just the dresses only. I'll still have tuxedo rentals available. We'll still be doing online with more of the dresses eventually, just not right now. I will be announcing a huge clearance sale because these dresses are going to be marked way down, 50 to 75% off of the current price. So it's going to be a big sale you don't want to miss if you have a wedding, homecoming, prom, social occasion, New Year's Eve party. I'll have all these dresses marked down soon. And I will be posting on some websites like Poshmark and try to get my website going and post it on Facebook, of course. However, my carried away creations, my balloon decor, my event decor, my wedding decor, event setups, wedding setups, this part is not changing. God gave me the talents and the creative ability to do the things that I do with that part, and that side of my life and my gifts and my talents, I'm not putting them on a shelf. I'm still going to be using them, so I'm still going to be doing balloons. I'm still going to be doing your decorating. I can't hang that up yet. I'm looking forward to expanding it more in the next few months, so stay tuned. There's some things I got in the works working out, so that'll be something you want to look out for probably after the first of the year. But there will be some changes I'm working around for the next few months. Back in 2005, I worked as a rural carrier sub in Waycross, Georgia. I delivered mail. I was your mail lady in Waycross, Georgia, on one of the routes over there. I loved it. I love road trips. I love being on the road. It's just fun. So the other day when I saw UPS make a post in Tifton, Georgia, they were hiring seasonal personal vehicle delivery drivers, I immediately applied because it's right up my alley, it's right up my element, and I love it. So, with 2020 being so crazy, with everything going on, not being able to have my shop open, having to do some repairs at the house, having to do some repairs on my truck, being off work with Mom in June and July, it's just, I've got to do some things to take care of me, and that's what I'm doing. So, I applied for the job with UPS about a month ago or last month, and then last Thursday, October the 15th, it became official. I am an official UPSer and an SPVD driver with UPS until January. This gets over in January, so it's just a seasonal thing to help with their busiest part of the holiday. So, go UPS. I loved road trips, so this is just perfect. What this means is I will be open at the shop by appointment only when my shift is over. I will be open on my days off by appointment only. So you're going to have to make appointments. I'm only asking for appointments because I need to guarantee that I'm here when you need me to be here. So we're going to be doing that. Balloon deliveries have always been by appointment, so that's not going to be changing anything. While I am on my deliveries and I'm on the clock with UPS, I will not be answering the phone. I won't be answering text messages, and I will not be answering Facebook messages. So leave me a message, and as soon as I have break, as soon as I go to lunch, or as soon as I'm off shift, I will gladly return your call or respond to your text message. But that comes first right now. I'm not for sure which area I'll be delivering in yet. Hopefully I find that out this week, and as soon as I do, stay tuned. But what I really want to say is thank you to each and every one who has allowed me to be part of your memories, to be a part of your life. Those who have been a part of this journey for 13 years, it has been so fun. I can look back and say, I know where all this started. And I can go back through my journey, the last 13 years, say this, this, and this. I can point it all out because there's a video I want to do called Had I Not, and this business opened it up for so many things in so many different parts of my life, and I am thankful, beyond thankful for everything that's happened in the 13 years. Like I said, I do have some other things that are in the works beyond January, so stay tuned for that. I'll be announcing that as soon as I can. Thank y'all. I love y'all. God bless y'all. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, call me. But like I said, as soon as I know my schedule, I will be announcing my times. That way we can accommodate you to do appointments after hours. Mom may be able to be up here on some of the times when I'm not able to show up, if you need to be here when it's during my work time. So again, thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Thank y'all, and I do love y'all. I mean it with everything in me. I love y'all. Good night, and have a great week.